Hello everyone and welcome to the Trade Ideas live trading room recap for Tuesday, August the 8th. My name is Barry Anderson, the moderator of your room. Questions, you can use this email address, and this is the link to get into the trading room. It is a free room. You do not have to be a member of Trade Ideas to participate. Just ask for an email, and then you send us the email. Then we send you back the instructions on how to create a password. You just do it one time, and then you're in the room. And this is a link for a subscription. If you want to take out a subscription to Trade Ideas, it'll cost you around $4.40 a day for our premium service, and a little over $2 a day for our standard service using the promo code that you'll see there. And I open the room at about 9 a.m. Eastern Time. So when I start sharing my screen, and I get live on the mic at about 9:05. Okay, so if you were in the room, you know I'm in this one. I got into this one at 50.75. I sold some at 51.10, and just as I was starting this, just before I got in here, I sold some at 51.50. So we'll see what happens. This one, unbelievable news after hours yesterday. 33.45 is where it closed. These are phase 2 results. Look at the incredible pop on it. Okay, just a second here. Okay, I'm all out of it now. Yeah, just checking here. Okay, I'm all out of it now. Basically flat the last part. Okay, a little dicey when you're trying to do a video and watching something that is moving like this. I was actually hoping, of course, that it might attempt to get back to the pre-market highs, but not yet anyway. So I'm all out, 50.75 on the last bit, and got in at 50.70. So not a bad quick trade. Now, let's take a look at the other things. Now, BRS, bit of a disappointment. This is the trade of the week. And if you take a look at the daily chart, you'll see why it was chosen as the trade of the week. There's a couple other things too that you don't see here. I got to get this symbol linking. A couple other things you don't see here, but it also had a huge short float. 64% of the 31 million in the float is short. So this is why it was selected, and I actually waited until it got to, let's see, 8:25 I took this trade. So let me get back to the 15-minute. So I took the trade right here, 8:25. I wanted it to break out over 8:18, which was sort of the daily resistance. Looked like it had broken free, so I took the trade right here. Oh, it says 8:24. Sold some at 8:41. And then I really wanted to hold on to this as a potential swing trade, but look what happened. It started to come down, and I actually basically sold the last part down here, and so I was kind of flat for the whole trade, unfortunately. Still have an alert now set for this. Maybe we're just early. Maybe we're a day early or 2 days early. It may never get back up here, but if it does, I will know about it. What else do we have? Well, EFI, of course, was the big winner for a lot of us, in the trading room. EFI was, of course, if you go to the daily chart, really, really beaten up badly. Just a little bit bigger. Really beaten up badly 3 days ago. And 2 days ago, sorry. And it wasn't really earnings. It was something about perhaps an accounting issue. But anyway, it got really slapped down. It's been trying to recover. Mick in our room was all over this one yesterday and was kind of early on this one also. I actually waited on it a bit, and then this was a Holly alert. Holly, by the way, had a really nice day. At one point, she was up $5, which, fantastic. Holly got into this at right here. Let me get to the 15-minute time or 15-minute chart right there. So 29.57 was the entry, and got as high as 31.43. Now I sold on the way up. I did not get in right here. It was kind of whipping around just a little bit. I took the trade at 29.74. I sold some at 30.05. 31.16, and then as it came down, 30.83. So it turned out to be a really, really nice trade. We get asked the question a lot, can you auto trade using Holly? And right now you can't. I'm not saying it'll never happen, but like I wouldn't have done this because Holly actually got out of this trade, excuse me, on a profit save. She looked at this early action as being kind of a little too frothy, and she actually got out of the trade at 29.78. Now, and not getting back into the trade. So, obviously leaving a lot on the table. By if you were going to auto trade this, you would have left a lot on the table. Now, I'm not saying that that would happen every single time, but I prefer to manage the Holly trades with a lot of human interaction. Holly can give you some great setups. Sometimes they're a little bit early. I took AMBA as an example. AMBA was up and down, and now it's down. Got into the Holly alerted at 52.28, but it was pretty whippy in that first 15 minutes. I took that trade at 52.58 and got out some at 52.75, and then basically flat the last portion. Why I like that trade though, that alert, look at the daily chart. So this is on watch for me tomorrow to see whether or not it can get back up to this area, and look at that potential void fill that it has. So, it's obviously going to be somewhat tied to the it's in the it's a semiconductor. So, I'll have to watch the sector and just see what happens. And let's see what else we got here. That is really it. I mean, Carrizo was one also that I took. I had a nice scalp on it. It's an earnings play. Had a nice little scalp trade on it, but I didn't take it. Unfortunately, I got in at 91 down here. It got all the way down to about 73. Then it popped right back up. So, but again, take a look at it on the daily. It's an earnings play, and there is no support really. So I will watch this one going forward tomorrow. And Teva was the other one from Holly. Get back to a 15-minute tough one. Holly got stopped out. The alert was here, and there's the stop. So the alert was at 1902, got stopped out at 1807. I reset my alert at 1902. Got into the trade at about 1917. The theory being I wanted to see if it could, really break out of over that whole number. It looked to me like it was going to. It's been beaten up over the last 3 days also. Got into the trade at 1919. Sold some here at 1927. It got a nice little pop to 1943, and then it came right back down and actually took a 5-cent loss on the last part. This is still so weak. Take a look at the daily chart. This has just been absolutely kicked since, what day is that? That is, it's the 2nd of August, just absolutely kicked on earnings. So anyway, you probably have to watch it tomorrow. Keep waiting to see if we can get one daily candle that is really narrow, and maybe that might signify the fact that it could have a bit of a bounce in it. So that is about it. Let's see if there's anything else. Oh yes, one other one. I am in a little swing here. This iTech, nothing really so far. I'm in at 108, and this is the reason. I had an alert set right here on a 106 break. And I'm just kind of looking to see whether or not, number one, can it hold $1? And of course, I'm looking at this void. Earnings are a couple of days ago, so I don't have to worry about that. So I'm in at 108, and assuming it doesn't go down below $1 today, I will probably swing this one. So that's it. So another unbelievable day in the room. We've got so many things going on. We have 1,000 stocks releasing earnings this week. It'll start to get less and less, but that's why we have so much activity right now. We have all these earnings plays to watch all day long. They're generally always volatile because, when a company has earnings, that's when investors usually will pile in one way or the other. They're the big sell or the big buy, but they're usually not flat. So that's what's giving us all sorts of interesting opportunities. All right, so let me just bring back this. Okay, and again, it is a free room. Come on in. 9 o'clock. I open it around around 9 o'clock, and that is Eastern time, of course. And then I get live on the mic at 9:05. So hope to see you in our trading room tomorrow. Have a great evening. Bye bye.